Hey folks, how you doing? This is, a little loud in my headphones. There we go. This is Wayne S. Pierce for the American Liberty Radio Network, the AmericanLibertyRadio.weebly.com. Not it's just American Liberty, AmericanLibertyRadio.weebly.com. Lots of things going on. Little mini podcast for you. I did an earlier podcast, and I wanted you to, I just, it's my normal everyday American Liberty Radio Network podcast. So check it out if you would at AmericanLibertyRadio.weebly.com. How is it, and I'm going to say this because, I have a lot of experience dealing with people. Okay. A lot of experience dealing with people. Now, what I did was in my life, what I have done is I've really taken things at face value, looked at people and examined their behaviors and looked at everything and thought, well, okay, that person does this, but what does that reflect? What is that person like? You know what I mean? What is that? What type of person is this? So I've done that all my life. Because, I want to know. And it goes into the trust issue with people. It goes into, can I trust this person if they say this? Can I trust this person if they've done this? What can I do? What can I do? My question to myself at that time was, can I trust what this person says? That then led me into seeing a complete breakdown of communication between people. And I began to see a whole lot of animosity, hatred, prejudice, racism, all of that. And I narrowed it down to one thing. Well, narrowed it down to a lot of things, but one of the catalysts in this whole thing was ego. Now, granted, I've done a lot of stage work. I'm an actor. I do all that. And granted, I have a healthy dose of ego. I have a healthy ego. I know I don't let a lot of stuff get to me except for, complete idiocy. But I have seen all of this, and I have decided, even then, many years ago, was the fact that I am not going to trust someone whose opinions are based upon ego. Okay? And this is many years ago. I was like, in my 20s when I decided this. And so I took that step and I began to really examine what the ego was. And, looking at the psychological effects of this upon the ego, whatever. I've looked at it all, studied psychology, looked at some behavioral issues, and it really came down to the ego. There's not one person who doesn't somewhere, for some reason, get pissed off that somebody disagrees with them. Why are you getting pissed off that somebody disagrees with you? Because it doesn't fit within your own personal space and paradigm. Therefore, your ego is hurt. It's the only reason why you're arguing with people. At least that's my point of view. So looking at some of the posts on Facebook, looking at and replying to some of the posts on Facebook, I have to remember that, and I have to remember it's not them that's saying this so much as it is what they're saying is based upon an agenda, backed by an ego, filtered through ego, and based upon preconceived ideas. I mean, that's basically what it is. So I have to I have to literally remember that every time I post a reply or go to post something on Facebook or whatever. I have to remember that. And it really boils down to a couple of things for me, very simple things for me, and that is, do I really want to reply and start an argument? Or if I start the argument, what am I going to have to back up what I'm saying? Or if I want to continue if I want to respond to their thought process, what am I going to have behind me to back up what I say? So, all of this, it tends to bring about a little bit of envy in some people and a lot of hatred out of a lot of other people. So when you view your Facebook posts and when you view people posting stuff on Facebook, even the stuff that I post, take into consideration the fact that they're not saying anything other than what their preconceived ideas are, and they filter that through the ego, and then they give you what they want you to hear. Whether you like it or not or disagree with it, it doesn't matter. They just want to start an argument for the argument's sake. They call you up, friends call you up, family calls you up, and just, they push your buttons and get you all pissed off and riled up and ruin your day. Why? Because they're sociopaths. That's why. Like I said, I've studied psychology. They're sociopaths. These people that just want to push your buttons to get your goat are nothing more than sociopaths. That is why I back up everything I say. I put links in some of the things I say. Well, mostly recently I haven't. But before I used to put links, here's where I got this information, yada, yada, yada. And literally, people will still say, well, Snopes said it was this. Snopes has been debunked. They are the worst piece of liberal garbage on the face of the internet. And they actually have no credibility with me or anyone else for that matter. So don't go to Snopes. Then you have those people who refuse to accept the truth and the facts, no matter what. It could be staring them in the face, and they'll just sit there and say, no, I don't want to accept it. I choose to believe. Yeah, you can finish that sentence on your own, can't you? You know exactly what they're saying, and you know exactly what they want. They don't want you to shatter their freaking belief in what they have. This is just entirely insane. These people just absolutely positively, to me, from my point of view and perspective, these people don't really give one rip about the truth and the facts. Above anything else, and I say this from my own experiences, for the sake of the argument, the foundation of information that you supply is only relevant to as much of the information as you gather. Therefore, your argument is already limited. And I'd blow it all out of the water with all the truth and the facts that I can muster. Now, I can also say that about myself. The relevant information that I have, that I share, is predicated on the amount of information that I gather. But I don't stop just at, oh, there's an article, I'm going to use this. No, I look at the article and go, is there anything verifying anything in this article? Let's go take a look. So that's one part of society that is prevalent in our world today. We've got the floods in Texas. We've got a chemical plant that just recently blew up. Part of it, anyway, blew up. We've got floods in Louisiana, not Louisiana proper, but it's close. We've got, excuse me, that's phlegmy crap in my nose. We've got the rhinos, the dinos, and the linos, the Republican, Democrat, and Libertarians in name only, gathering their forces together to either impeach Trump, kick Trump out of office, or assassinate him. Yes, there has been word on in the Capitol and in the fringes saying that they want to assassinate President Trump. Well, that's not going to happen because the Secret Service, number one, won't allow it. And Donald Trump's personal protective team will find these people and will stop them at any cost. Okay? So it's not going to happen. If there was an attempt, there was something on Infowars.com. There's a video that shows somebody coming out of a side street sort of kind of thing in some woods, in some like forestry area. And the motorcade was traveling through this one area. And the president was there, and his car just came right out of nowhere, but then stopped and was unable to do anything. But people are saying that's an assassination attempt on President Trump, and 2 women were taken into custody. 2 women. Some reports say 2 women. And the whole thing was, nothing. Secret Service stopped and apprehended him, took him into custody. So there's all that going on. But the fact of the matter is that everybody's all up in arms about, oh, President Trump this, I don't like him, and this, and he's doing this, and he's doing it. Do you really know? I'm going to call people out for being stupid, for being ignorant, and all that, because that's exactly what they are. They're not paying attention to the exact truth and facts behind anything. And even if they see something and question it, they're not going to go look for it. Look for the right answer, look for what's there. No, why? It's too much work for them. They just want to grab whatever political correct media propaganda piece that's out there and throw it up on the internet and say, see, the president is doing this, blah, 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 when he's not really doing anything. I find it incredibly odd that people don't have brains enough to figure out that you need to ask questions. You need to honestly don't take things at face value. Not even what I say. Go and research this stuff out. You'll find it, I'm sure. You're smart enough to figure that out, but just go look this stuff up. It's what it is. Okay? I just... I don't... I could rant for the next 20 minutes, but I'm not going to. You're smart enough. You got 2 brain cells working. You can figure it out. I've had people tell me, don't talk down to me. I'm not stupid. Well, if you follow that Marxist Hillary Clinton and that Democratic Socialist Bernie Sanders, I would question your intelligence any given day of the week. And if you bash President Trump and say he should be doing this and he should be doing that, well, I don't see your name on the ballot in 2020, so you got nothing to say. Drinking a little something, I know. It's called green tea and black tea blend with organic honey. So anyway. Anywho, take a little break. I'll be back. I'm not going to be long. Jeez, it's not over. I'll be back just a little bit. Not going anywhere. You can go to the website at AmericanLibertyRadio.weebly.com. AmericanLibertyRadio.weebly.com. Talk to you in a bit. In a world where everything seems to be upside down and backwards, and all hope seems to be lost, there is one voice sharing the truth, revealing the facts, without all the bullshit. American Liberty Radio Network. AmericanLibertyRadio.weebly.com. The History of America Abridged.
Excuse me?
That's right. The History of America Abridged. Nova Center for the Performing Arts presents The History of America Abridged. Who really discovered America? Why did Abe Lincoln free the slaves? How many Democrats does it take to screw in a light bulb?
What?
Nova Center for the Performing Arts will answer those questions and more.
I hope so.
They will. May I continue?
Yes.
That's The History of America Abridged, presented by Nova Center for the Performing Arts. For more information about dates and times and tickets, contact Nova Center for the Performing Arts on their website at www.novabillings.org.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I am wondering, why are you here? Do or do not. There is no try. Do, there is no try. Do or do not. There is no try. I am wondering, why are you here?
Sharing the truth one fact at a time without all the BS. American Liberty Radio Network. AmericanLibertyRadio.weebly.com. Create your own podcast. Spreaker.com has it all. Set up your account and get ready to record podcasts or host live radio shows from your computer or mobile device. Spreaker's wide range of tools covers every step of the podcasting process, from simple recording and broadcasting apps to analytics on your audience. You can upload files or migrate content over using the RSS importer. Host your show today. For more information, go to Spreaker.com. Hey, you folks, welcome back. This is the American Liberty Radio Network, AmericanLibertyRadio.weebly.com. Yes. You got any questions? Ask. No question is off limits. I'll answer any question you have. And if I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know. It's that simple. Email me at AmericanLibertyRadio@USA.com. Oops. Yeah, at USA.com. AmericanLibertyRadio@USA.com. I got so many email addresses. AmericanLibertyRadio@USA.com. Okay. So anyway, excuse me. I do voiceovers, so if you need some voiceover work done, you want some ads read, some copy read, stuff like that. You know what I mean. Contact me, because I'm your man for voiceover work. Yes, so please consider me. Thank you, because, I need a job. No, actually, this is my job, doing the podcast every day. That's why I asked for, sponsors for the network. If you want to advertise on American Liberty Radio Network, that's fine. This is my day job. This is what I do. But I'm just looking to you and asking you and offering my services as a voiceover person. There you go. And all you have to do is let me know. You can email me right here at the network at American Liberty Radio at USA.com. American Liberty Radio at USA.com. All right. So there you go. So anyway, folks, we have people looking at various things. Let me give you let me see here. I'm trying to find something where let me go. I'm not going to give names. I'm not going to call my friend out because just not going to do that. I like this guy too much. He's a funny, humorous actor. He's a fellow thespian. I said thespian. Okay. So, yeah. My friend has a Twitter account. Not going to give names. But he said this. Just got informed that due to my daily rants on the fat piece of human garbage wearing his daddy's suits who got elected president by idiots' Twitter page and my recent verbal attacks on that bleached anal cyst with a less charming personality Ann Coulter's Twitter page, that I have been locked out of my account for 12 hours. They say it is in order to, quote, keep Twitter a safe environment, unquote. There is no effing safe environment with these effing people walking around spewing their nonsense and ass-backward thinking. That's a friend from a quote. That's a friend of mine, and that's what he said, and I quoted it. I'm not gonna tell you who it is. He's a really good guy, but he has, just like me, he has a particular perspective. So, this is what I was talking about earlier. And the responses to this are incredible. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to give names or anything like that. Okay? And some of the responses to this are just incredible. And it just shows, honestly, the lengths to which the government will go, the dictatorial regime in Congress and all of their pleasant, wonderful lobbyists and special interest groups. That just shows you how far they'll go to censor everybody who doesn't go along to get along, who doesn't, spend their time in their arena. I am the most politically incorrect person that you will ever meet. My mom and dad were hardcore Democrats until about the 1970s when Nixon was president. I remember that. They still were hardcore Democrats up until the day they made their transition from this life to the next. And I registered at the age of 29 as a Republican. Yes, because I didn't really give a crap what was going on at that time. And so I thought, well, let me make my obligatory vote. So how am I going to register? So I registered as a Republican. I found out through some Columbo-like research that what that group was all about, and I decided, okay, I've had enough of that. So I registered as a Democrat. I found out who they were and how they started, and about Robert Byrd, who was a KKK member, and all this. And I went, screw them. And then I went libertarian. Not too many people on the ballot. So I went, well, okay, nonpartisan. More people on the ballot than the libertarians, but still, choices were limited. So I decided nonpartisan was the way to go. My last time at the voting booth was in 2012. And that was it. I had had enough. I had researched a whole lot, and I just went, and this is after I voted in 2012, and I just said, I'm done. I'm done. The whole voting, the whole electoral processes in the United States is a total and complete sham. Okay? Some people, well, if you don't vote, you don't have a right to complain. No, I got every right to complain. Thank you, George Carlin. I got every right to complain because you asswipes voted these people into office, okay? You know what I'm saying? Is Trump the perfect president for the United States? For right now, it seems like he is, so shut the hell up. Is he doing everything right? Not everything. Is he trying to drain the swamp as he pledged in his campaign in 2016? Yeah, he's trying. Remember what I talked about, the rhinos and the linos and the dinos? Yeah, there you go. That's who's trying to stop him. Government is Washington, D.C. is the pit, or should I say the avenue of money laundering through special interest groups and lobbyists, and specifically taxpayers. We pay for the bulk of their nefarious activities, including the illegal wars that we're having all over the world. We overthrow governments. Steve Pachenik and other people who have come out and blown the whistle on that have said the same thing. We overthrow governments. That's our job. That's the job of the CIA. They go in and they overthrow governments to put in puppet governments, Iraq and Israel, and they get what they get. By the way, the Ba'ath Party of Iraq. In the early 1970s, a little guy by the name of Saddam Hussein was, in control of that party and decided, I'm going to run for president of Iraq. Guess who funded that whole election? You're right. The military-industrial complex of the U.S. and the CIA. Go back and check it out, folks. If I've overlooked something, let me know. Today in America, we have, what do we have? On August 31st, 2017, or as I like to say, the 31st of August 2017, what do we have? What do we got right now? We got a fustercluck of people that absolutely don't know what the hell they're doing. And we have a president up there looking around knowing for a fact that is true. And he's doing the best he can to make things right. So anybody that has anything to say against President Trump, shut your damn mouth because you absolutely don't know what you're talking about. And when you get something to back up what you say, hey, send it my way. We'll discuss this, okay? In the meantime, folks, this little short podcast was brought to you by American Liberty Radio Network. AmericanLibertyRadio.weebly.com. Sharing the truth one fact at a time without all the BS.